Hey everybody, for today's workout we are going to start with an EMOM every minute on the minute for 15 minutes. So you're going to do 3 movements here, which means each one of them you're going to do 5 times. So minute 1 you're going to do the push-ups, minute 2 you're going to do the sit-ups, minute 3 you're going to do the burpees, and it goes on like that. So minute 4 go back to the push-ups. So it's going to be 20 reps of the push-ups, 20 reps of the sit-ups, and 10 of the burpees. So if you do your math there, we're looking at 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 50 burpees. Obviously, that's a lot of volume for some folks. If that's the case for you, just scale the number. Let's try to keep the movements legit, but scale the numbers of the reps. So let's take a look at our movements. The push-up, we're starting with our toes on the floor and hands on the floor in the extended elbow position. We're going to drop down all the way to get the chest to the floor and then press all the way back up. We're not looking for your legs or stomach to touch the floor. It's okay if your stomach gets to the floor, but let's keep those legs off the floor. That is a big point of performance on the push-up. If your legs are touching the floor, you're better off going to your knees and getting that same range of motion. So on the knees, it's the same thing. We start with the elbows extended, we go chest to the floor, and then fully extended elbows. In both of these variations, let's make sure we're getting full range of motion. So chest to the floor, elbows extended. Don't give me a half rep because you feel like you might not be able to get back up off the floor. Use gravity on the way down and fight gravity on the way up. The next movement we're going to do is the sit-up. So in minute 2, we're going to go to the sit-up, and then we're going to butterfly our feet here, toes or feet together, knees out. You're going to roll back, touch the floor behind your head so your shoulders go to the floor, and then reach up and touch the floor in front of your feet. Don't touch your feet. Don't touch behind your feet. Reach all the way up. Get the floor in front of your feet. If you have an ab mat, use it. Put it under your lower back. If you don't, we'll do it without one. That's why we butterfly the feet. Make sure we are in that position. That will help you get your hip flexors out of the movement as much as possible. And the last movement we're going to do here is the burpee. We are in a burpee challenge for April. We're trying to get 1,000 burpees in the month of April. If you can't do that, let's shoot for 500 or whatever number you want to set a goal for. So that's why we're doing so many burpees here. So if you're looking for your burpee count to get up there, 50 burpees is a nice number. Otherwise, we can scale this down. 10 burpees in a minute is reasonable for most people. If that's really hard for you, obviously, let's go for 5 or 7 burpees, something like that. So for the burpee, we're going chest to the floor, and then we're going to jump to the feet and jump and clap. Remember, we get our hips and knees extended or open as we jump. We're going to put our hands over our head and clap. No half reps. Don't skip the clap. Don't skip the jump. That's part of the burpee. And that's our EMOM for 15 minutes. So minute 1, 2, and 3, we have 3 different movements. 4, 5, 6, we just go back to where we started. Then we're going to get into our workout. This workout is workout 1 of the Support Your Local Box fundraiser. If you haven't already signed up for this, go to CrossFitGames.com and you'll see the link right there, the fundraiser. Click on it and sign up. It's free to participate. You get your name on the leaderboard, you're participating, but there is a donation button as well. Any donation goes directly to our gym, CrossFit Breckenridge. So if you do want to support us during this closure, this is one really easy way to do it. And you get to do these workouts with everybody as well, and you'll see the worldwide leaderboard where everybody is. And the link is... We'll put the link down below this YouTube video as well, but the link is on games.crossfit.com or crossfitgames.com. Either one will take you to the same place. So what we're looking at here in the blue is 10 air squats, then 9 dumbbell snatches with one arm, then 10 air squats, then 9 on the other arm. And we're going to do this for 10 minutes. It's an AMRAP. That's one round. You're going to do as many rounds as possible. And your score at the end will be how many rounds you got, plus how many extra reps you might have gotten in an incomplete round. We're just going to choose the load. If you don't have a dumbbell, we're going to just find something that you can grab with your hand without losing control of it and get it up over your head. So it's going to be floor to overhead. And if you don't have a dumbbell, we will pick whatever we have. In the black, this is the RX version of this workout. It's going to be 50 pounds for the boys and 35 for the ladies. That's the RX. Obviously, we can scale that number down if you don't have the weight or can't handle that weight. But that is the workout. It's 10 air squats, 9 snatches, 10 air squats, 9 snatches. That's one round. We're going to do that as many times as we can in 10 minutes, and use whatever you have in the house, whatever is something you can hold with one hand and get it up over your head, or whatever dumbbell you happen to have. Okay, so let's look at that air squat first. So we're going to be standing with our feet shoulder width apart, toes pointed out. Push the butt back and down. The standard here, we're looking for the hip crease to pass below the top of the kneecap, so make sure you're getting full depth there. Don't give me half reps. Let's get that full range of motion. And then you're going to finish your squat by standing all the way up, knees and hips fully open or extended. That's our air squat. And let's talk about that snatch. So the snatch, the dumbbell or whatever object we're using starts on the floor. If it's a dumbbell, both heads of the dumbbell must be on the floor for the rep to start. You're going to take that with your chest up, eyes forward. You don't want to be looking down at the floor, butt high in the air. You don't want to be loading your lower back. You want your legs to do some work here. So we're looking forward, chest up. Then you're going to drive with the legs, send that bell straight up over your head, and lock out the elbow. The finish position is the bell is or object is over the middle of your body or over your head. Elbow is locked. Knees are locked. Hips are locked. We're standing up tall, and we have control over that movement. When you go back down to the floor, we're going to go all the way back down. The rep is finished when the bell's over your head or the object's over your head, but obviously you want to control it on the way down so you don't hurt yourself. So get that down to the floor. We're going to do 9 with one arm. Here I'm switching arms, but we're going to do 9 with one arm. If you can't bring it straight up as I did in that first rep, what we'll do is drop under it. You see, we come up with the dumbbell, and you re-bend your knees to drop under the object and then stand it all the way back up. You're not finished until you're in that finished position where everything is extended, elbows, knees, and hips, and the object is over the middle of your body. And that's going to be our movements, and we're going to do it as an AMRAP, 10 minutes. All right. If you have any questions about signing up for this fundraiser, or if you have any questions about the workout, just let me know. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow.